That is very, very impressive. Look now. If we take a look how smooth of a cut it is, it's actually super smooth. You want to take this bolt and you want to unscrew it. You want to put an Allen key right in here. Can you cut tempered glass with this tile? So this is a 7-inch diamond glass blade by QEP. It's best for wet saws, 8,730 max RPM, fast chip-free cutting of glass tile. Can you cut tempered glass with this blade? And we ended up purchasing these tempered pieces right here of glass, and we are going to be creating shelves out of these right here on the wall. We have 4 of these shelves in case one breaks, so let's give it a go. Alright, so we're using the rigid 7-inch wet tile saw. You want to undo this little swivel, and this is what's sending the water in through the tube to cool down the blade as it's cutting. Now in here, you're going to notice there's one little bolt in here. You want to take this bolt and you want to unscrew it. Now the way this works is you want to use counter pressure. You want to put an Allen key right in here, right? And then you want to go and take an adjustable wrench, a crescent, whatever kind of wrench, and you want to go and then do this one down, and then this one is going to hold it in place, right? So then that way you can go and undo it. Pay attention to how this was on, because you're going to put the new blade on and then you're going to repeat it, and then we're going to take this off and we're going to go and put our QEW diamond rim glass blade. So now this, which way do you put this on? I imagine this way. We're just going to slide this back on, okay, then this is going to go on. So we're going to put this in and just kind of hold it here as we're going clockwise on here. Let me just adjust this and just tighten this up. Okay, I think we're good. We'll put this nozzle back on, tighten this up, and let's test this out now. So, the edges are not that bad, but it cuts like butter, It did not go through all the way, so we're going to have to go and just go a little deeper in, but quite happy with this. The edges probably should be a little filed, but we are going to be putting this edge against the wall. So what you saw there is I lifted this against the blade so I can get right in on this edge and go through the other side. So buttery smooth, it doesn't chip, it doesn't crack, nothing. It's actually quite amazing and impressive. So now we're going to go back through here, and then we're going to do one more line. There it is. Now, if we take a look how smooth of a cut it is, it's actually super smooth. The only thing is, again, the edges could be a little filed if you're going to be using this on the outside, but quite impressive. Okay, and then we're going to do one more cut all the way across. This is going to be a little challenging because it's actually quite long. Alright, so what I notice here is that it's been giving me a little bit of trouble cutting across a long piece maybe because there's no support, and you can see that it cracked here, which is okay. We just don't want it to crack again. So we're gonna go hopefully come back here, and then because there is a support underneath, it's not gonna continue cracking. So let's turn this on and hope that it doesn't screw up on us. Alright, so the second piece went a little better. It didn't crack because it had a base underneath, but you can see it kind of went off a little bit, so I have to go and come back through and trim that 1/8 off, about 9 inches in. But overall, quite happy with the result. And it didn't break, not yet at least, so let's try to trim off just a sliver here. You see that? That 1/8. So hopefully we'll get this without it breaking, because we have to basically, maybe we'll do it like this. Although, not recommended to have something like this, but let's try it. Now that is very, very impressive. Look how thin we managed to cut this glass. So, with a combination of a good wet saw and a good blade, you can achieve stunning results. So thanks for watching, you guys. So now here's what we have, and then that sliver is going to wrap around the 2x4 like that, you see. And then now we have to go put a notch right in there, because that's where the other 2x4 is, and then we're going to glue all this in and put a tile around that. So very nice.